What if the most profitable plants on Earth weren't the ones covering millions of acres, but the ones almost nobody is growing at all? While most farmers fight razor-thin margins on corn, wheat, and soy, a quiet group of growers is producing plants that sell for $20, $40, even $80 per pound. These are not gimmicks. These are real crops with real buyers. Chefs, supplement manufacturers, cosmetic brands, pet companies, and health-focused consumers who cannot get enough supply. The reason you've never heard of them is simple. Commodity agriculture trained people to think scale equals profit. It doesn't. Margin does. And today, inside Lost Nature Vault, you're about to see 20 plants that expose how broken modern farming logic really is. Stick with this video because one of these plants grows faster than anything else on Earth and was studied by NASA. Yet most people think it's worthless pond scum. Another sells for up to $80 per pound and can be grown in a backyard. By the end of this list, you will never look at land, weeds, or unusual plants the same way again. These are not hype crops. They are niche. We are ranking them from impressive to outright unfair. Let's begin. Number 1 is moringa, the tree that quietly outperforms entire fields of grain. Moringa oleifera is one of the most nutrient-dense plants ever studied, and its dried leaves regularly sell for $20 to $40 per pound. That price exists because demand massively exceeds domestic supply. The supplement industry uses moringa in powders, capsules, teas, and functional foods, and nearly all of it is imported. From a business perspective, moringa is absurdly efficient. It grows fast, often reaching 15 feet in its first year. It tolerates drought. It can be harvested repeatedly. Once established, it behaves like a leaf-producing machine that keeps paying you season after season. While grain farmers fight weather, fuel costs, and global price swings, moringa growers sell directly into premium wellness markets where price sensitivity barely exists. This is not farming for volume. This is farming for leverage. Moringa works because it sits at the intersection of nutrition, trend, and scarcity. That is where money lives. Number 2 is duckweed, the fastest growing plant on Earth and the most misunderstood. Duckweed, specifically species like Wolffia and Lemna, can double its biomass in as little as 24 hours under ideal conditions. NASA studied it as a potential protein source for space missions because it contains up to 45% protein by dry weight. Dried duckweed sells for $20 to $60 per pound depending on quality and processing. The reason is not aesthetics. It looks like green dust. The reason is function. It is one of the most efficient protein producers on the planet. Duckweed is used in supplements, animal feed, aquaculture, and increasingly in human nutrition. It can be grown in shallow ponds, tanks, or controlled systems with minimal inputs. The growth rate is so aggressive that space efficiency becomes the profit driver. Most farmers ignore duckweed because it doesn't look like a crop. That blindness creates opportunity. Duckweed proves that visual bias destroys wealth. Number 3 is lovage, the herb chef's guard. Like a secret, lovage is a perennial herb with an intense, complex flavor often described as celery crossed with parsley and something deeper. Fresh lovage sells for $15 to $30 per pound, and chefs will pay without hesitation because nothing substitutes it. Lovage is not available in supermarkets. Supply is extremely limited. Once-planted lovage returns every year, requires minimal care, and can be harvested multiple times per season. Farm to table, dining created demand for flavor diversity, not uniformity. Lovage thrives in that environment. Scarcity, not scale, is what keeps its price high. Number 4 is culantro, and no, it is not cilantro. Culantro Eryngium foetidum has a stronger, more intense flavor than cilantro and is essential in Caribbean, Latin American, and Southeast Asian cooking. Fresh culantro sells for $15 to $30 per pound because it is nearly impossible to find outside ethnic markets. Demand already exists. Supply does not. Culantro grows well in warm climates and greenhouses and holds flavor longer than cilantro. As global cuisine becomes mainstream, culantro demand continues rising. This is a classic case of cultural demand outpacing agricultural adaptation. Number 5 is shiso, the herb that moved from niche to necessity. Shiso, also called perilla, is fundamental in Japanese and Korean cuisine and sells for $20 to $50 per pound. Restaurants require it fresh. Imports don't cut it. Shiso grows fast, produces multiple harvests, and thrives in controlled environments. Its unique flavor profile makes substitution impossible. Once a restaurant uses shiso, they cannot stop. This is sticky demand. Number 6 is ipazote, the Mexican herb mainstream agriculture ignored. Ipazote sells for $12 to $25 per pound fresh and is essential in traditional Mexican cooking, especially beans and soups. Dried epazote loses potency, which makes fresh supply critical. Mexican cuisine is everywhere, yet epazote remains scarce. It grows easily, almost aggressively. Ignorance is the only thing keeping prices high. Number 7 is purslane, the weed that embarrasses spinach. Purslane is richer in omega-3 fatty acids than almost any leafy green. It sells for $15 to $30 per pound and health-focused in culinary markets. It grows with almost no effort. People pull it out of gardens without realizing they are throwing away money. Purslane proves that classification determines value more than biology. Number 8 is yapan, North America's only native caffeine source. Yapan leaves sell for $30 to $70 per pound dried. The tea market loves stories, sustainability, and uniqueness. Yapan delivers all three. It grows as a perennial shrub, tolerates poor soils, and produces smooth caffeine without harsh effects. Imported teas cannot compete with local identity. Yapan is a branding gift disguised as a plant. Number 9 is Mexican tarragon, the solution where French tarragon fails. Mexican tarragon thrives in heat and provides a similar anise flavor. It sells at premium herb prices in regions where true tarragon cannot survive. Geography creates monopoly conditions. Smart growers exploit climate mismatches. Number 10 is lemon balm, the stress herb hiding in plain sight. Lemon balm sells for $20 to $40 per pound dried. Wellness demand continues, rising because stress is not going away. Lemon balm grows aggressively and regenerates quickly. Easy crops become profitable when demand is structural. Number 11 is ashwagandha, the supplement industry's addiction. Dried ashwagandha root sells for $25 to $60 per pound. Most supply is imported. Domestic organic production commands premiums. Demand growth outpaces cultivation. That imbalance equals profit. Number 12 is hyssop, the forgotten tea herb. Hyssop sells for $20 to $35 per pound dried. Craft tea brands want flavor and story. Hyssop offers both. It grows as a hardy perennial and requires little input. Old plants often become new markets. Number 13 is tulsi, holy basil turned commercial powerhouse. Tulsi sells for $20 to $45 per pound dried. The adaptogen trend pushed it mainstream. It grows fast and yields multiple harvests. Spiritual history does not reduce profit potential. It amplifies it. Number 14 is catnip, and not as a joke. Premium organic catnip sells for $30 to $60 per pound. The pet industry pays for quality. Catnip grows easily and regenerates quickly. Pet owners spend emotionally, not logically. That matters. Number 15 is calendula, the skincare industry's favorite flower. Calendula flowers sell for $20 to $50 per pound dried. Cosmetic brands use them in creams, salves, and oils. Calendula grows easily, blooms heavily, and stores well. Beauty margins dwarf food margins. Number 16 is safflower, not saffron. Safflower petals sell into natural dye oil and cosmetic markets. Lower labor than saffron, better scalability. Niche industrial demand keeps pricing stable. Number 17 is ginseng. Slow but devastatingly profitable. Quality ginseng sells for hundreds per pound but requires patience, time filters, competition. That is the advantage. Number 18 is vanilla. Difficult but unmatched in value. Property cured vanilla sells for hundreds per pound. Labor-intensive crops repel amateurs and reward specialists. Number 19 is agar wood, the $80 per pound wood. Used in incense and fragrance, Agarwood scarcity drives insane prices. Cultivation requires expertise, not acres. Finally, number 20 is wasabi, the real one. Real wasabi sells for extreme prices because almost nobody grows it successfully. Controlled conditions create artificial scarcity. That scarcity prints money. These plants are not magic. They are economics. High-margin crops win because they escape commodity traps. Lost Nature Vault exists to expose forgotten value, not sell fantasy. If this list changed how you think about land, plants, or profit, then you understand the real lesson. Wealth does not come from doing what everyone else does bigger. It comes from doing what almost no one is doing at all.